I got myself a slightly used MacBook Pro M4 for 1400 US dollars only. This is a base variant 14-inch MacBook Pro with the 16 GB of RAM and 512 gigs of storage. I'm a banker by profession and has a decent amount of experience in banking and telecommunication sectors. In my career, I have been given a lot of different Windows laptops, but this is my second MacBook Pro. Before that, I used to have a 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro, which I sold for this lovely iPad Pro. This is the most used device in my home or in my office, but this video is about my MacBook Pro, my MacBook Pro's purchase decision, why I got myself a MacBook Pro M4 in the first place, why the 14-inch, and why not the beefier 16-inch MacBook Pro. When you're going for the Mac, you generally have options like the Mac Mini, MacBook Air, and MacBook Pro. My target was never a Mac Mini. So I left with two options, MacBook Pro or MacBook Air. I chose the MacBook Pro over the MacBook Air because of two reasons. Number one, I love the form factor of the MacBook Pro. And number second, the display quality of the MacBook Pro is way better than the display quality that we get in the MacBook Air. The display quality of MacBook Air is also phenomenal, and especially when you compare the displays of the MacBook Pro versus the MacBook Air side by side, and you are not watching something HDR and not consuming the videos or watching movies, then you won't feel any difference. Plus, the display that we are getting in the MacBook Air is still better than most of the displays that are available today in market in the shape of LCD displays. Not to mention, MacBook Pro's displays does also offer you 120Hz refresh rate, which is very handy when it comes to playing games. I went for the 14-inch because I believe the screen size in this machine is neither too big nor too small, plus the weight of the machine is still lighter than the weight of the 16-inch MacBook Pro, plus the size of the machine is so ideal you can take it around anywhere and simply put this into your backpack and move around the world. Why I got this MacBook Pro when I already have this iPad Pro and I'm gonna use this iPad Pro more than anything else. Well, I got the MacBook Pro for two reasons. Primarily because of Dota 2. You won't be able to play Dota 2 on the iPad because of the iPad OS limitations. And second reason is the Mac OS itself. I love the Mac OS experience and I wanna be into that experience once again. That's why I got this MacBook Pro. Let's answer the most important question here. Why I end up buying a base variant MacBook Pro with M4 chip? Why not the M4 Pro or M4 Max chip? Like I said earlier, I am a professional banker, and whenever we have to develop a new product or introduce a new service, we have to follow a very comprehensive research process. I did some research in this case as well and end up categorizing people, what type of people might be getting the MacBook Pros as per their needs. First is the power user. They are those people who have extremely demanding workflows. They actually need a system which has the high end specifications. So they might end up buying a MacBook Pro with the M4 Max chip with 128 GB of RAM and 8 TB of storage. And they also justify their purchases because of their workflows. Then comes the enthusiast. They also buy a high end MacBook Pro, but they are never gonna use all that power which they are purchasing. But still, they buy it because this is what makes them happy. Then comes the everyday users. They might not be looking for the extreme power, but they still want a system which is capable enough to handle 4K 60 FPS video editing, decent enough to handle some decent type of photo editings. Then it offers great screen, keyboard, and trackpad, has a better battery life, and it is durable and offers a great resale value. I'm one of them. Also, my take on future proofing is little different. If I don't need a MacBook Pro with the 24 GB of RAM right now, I won't be buying it. If I need it in the future, I'll rather sell this MacBook Pro and get a MacBook Pro which is offering me higher specs, and that higher specs are actually justifying my workflow. Only then I will sell this MacBook Pro and get myself the updated one. Until then, I'm using this. And when you get yourself a Base variant MacBook Pros, you always have the option to trade it with the new systems with the less loss of the money. I believe we don't buy products or services, we buy the values which are coming with these products and services. Apple is selling the storage more costly than it should be. That's why I got myself this Samsung's T7 Shield 1 TB variant. This is a 1 TB external device and it comes with the fraction of the price of the 1 TB if you get from the Apple. It's not as fast as the Apple's internal storage, but this is not slow either. So you don't have to break your bank to get yourself a 1 TB variant. Just simply get the 512 GB variant and get yourself one of these things like I did. This is how I got myself a MacBook Pro M4. That was my decision criteria. If you like this video, give this video a like and a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. Thank you guys.